So hello everyone, let's solve another LeetCode question, that is target sum. So in this question we are given an integer array nums and an integer target, and we want to build an expression out of nums by adding one of the following symbols plus and minus before each integer in the nums, and then concatenate all the integers. For example, they have given nums equal to 2, 1, so we can add 2 like plus before 2 and minus before 1 and concatenate them to get this expression minus 2 plus 1, and we need to return the number of different expressions that can be built which evaluates to target. So basically we can understand with the help of this example that they have given an integer array nums all ones, and we need to somehow do addition or and subtraction in between these numbers so that we can get the sum equal to target. So there are 5 possible combinations. So they have given these 5 combinations. Like in this way we can like add plus or minus before this integer in order to get the sum equal to 3. So we can only have 2 possible scenario, either we can add or we can subtract. So it's again like kind of take not take condition. So in the place of take not take, we are taking plus or minus. So there can be 2 possible scenario, either we add it or we don't add it, or like either we add it or subtract it. We need to take each and every integer in our possible sum, because that is the necessary condition. We can also see in the example also, we need to take each and every integer from the nums, and by adding the sign plus minus before them, we need to evaluate to target. So two possible things, either we take plus before integer or minus before integer. So it's giving us the hint of recursion itself by taking a plus sign before plus sign in one case and then minus sign in other case, and so on and so forth. It's just a normal recursion, and even if you see the constraints are very small, so we need to apply basic recursion to it. So it would give us the time complexity of 2 to the power n, because for every case we have 2 possible scenarios, either we add a plus sign or minus sign. So for n possible numbers, it would be 2 to the power n. So let us directly write the code now, and yeah, so just write the code. So I have declared the num size as n, and we are writing a solve function which would give us the number of possible combinations or expressions. So first we will start with the index 0, so I am passing 0. Then we would give n nums as the parameter, and n also, and target which we need to get to. Also we will give another 0, that is the current sum that we are holding with us. So we are starting from 0 and so on and so forth. We are either adding a number to it or we are subtracting a number to it. So this will take care of the total sum possible, and whenever this is possible, and if we like reach the end of the array and the sum is equal to target, so that would be our one of the possible combination. So let us write the solve function now. So int I, by which we can iterate through the array, int sum, it is the current sum, nums array, the given integer array nums, and int n is the size of the nums array, and int target, the target that we want to achieve. So first we write in recursion the base case. So what is the base case? The only one possible base case is if our index I reach to the end of the array. So if I is greater than or equal to n, so this would be our base case. Now inside this we can have 2 possible scenarios. If our sum is equal to target, if we reach the end of the array and if our sum is equal to target, that means we find one possible combination, so we would return 1 from it. Otherwise, if anything is like sum can be greater than target or less than target, so that doesn't give us the possible combination or the expression, so it doesn't add to our answer, so we will return 0. So this was the base case. Now what are the two operations that we can perform? We would write them down. So first, like what we would do for addition. So whenever we are if we perform the addition, we would first go to the next number. Like if we add +1 to this integer, so we need to now check for the other number. So we will increment our I by 1. So I plus 1, and now since we are doing addition operation, so we would add the current number to our sum, and the rest all things remains as it is, nums n target. Now the second case is the subtraction case, and let's say we are taking -1 in this case, so we would then further move our index for next possible scenarios. So again in the subtraction also we would move towards the right, so that we can take further scenarios for combination. So we will increment I by 1, and our sum would be decremented by nums, that is the current number or the current value that we are having in the array. Then the rest all things remain as it is. So in the end, what we need to return the total number of operations that we are getting from operation 1 as well as operation 2. So we would return operation 1 plus operation 2. So let us see if it is working on sample test case. So yeah, it worked fine. Let us try to submit it. So yeah, it worked fine. So hope you learned from this video. Thank you.